We received our eviction notices, and the instructions on the eviction notice were to attend Zoom court.
So when we received those notices, again on Christmas Eve of all times, that we would no longer be able to stay in this building that we all called home, it felt like a betrayal. I really didn't understand exactly how emotional that was going to feel and how much this place felt like a home in a way that other apartments just hadn't.
Once we started trying to navigate the court system, it was like a dead end.
We realized that independently as individuals, we weren't going to have much power to push back on what was happening to us.
We were so confused. We had no resources to help us make sure we were doing the right things.
The process of trying to find legal counsel on your own is moot, and it's definitely financially inaccessible for people who might have other reasons why they're not paying rent.
That's when we really needed some extra support from a legal team.
The Right to Counsel program offers free legal representation to anyone who is facing eviction. Programs like this are essential for ensuring that families who are facing the hardest moment of their lives often have someone to walk with them step by step and ensure that they have a fair shot at being able to remain in their home.
Once you actually get into the courtroom and you're connected with the ERP program, you've already overcome some hurdles that I don't believe that elderly citizens would even have help navigating. It's not reasonable to expect that elders really have experience navigating Zoom, for example.
The Right to Counsel program makes a huge difference for our clients. Our clients are generally in a very vulnerable position being in eviction court. They don't know the process, they're in eviction court for the first time, and they really need help figuring out how to navigate the process. And that's where we come in.
It was such an anxiety reliever because they are not only knowledgeable, but kind and sympathetic, and their advocacy for us was clear from the beginning.
Nobody wants to be in eviction court, but things happen. Not everyone is in eviction court just because they've fallen behind on rent. That's the most common reason, but also folks fall behind because they're withholding rent, because there's conditions issues, or there's a discrepancy with the landlord, or the landlord is alleging that they've violated the lease in some way, or the landlord just wants them out, because the landlord can terminate your tenancy for no reason at all. And so a lot of folks end up in eviction court for a lot of different reasons.
We would have been part of the 95% of tenants that enter eviction court with absolutely no representation, trying to figure out how you navigate this complex system on your own.
It really blew me away, the number of people who were facing eviction in Chicago.
Since mid-2022, the RTC program has helped thousands of families be able to prevent eviction, to prevent being displaced. In cases where eviction is not possible to be prevented, RTC has also allowed families to be able to have their eviction sealed and take other measures that will make it so that it is not harder for them to find their next home. Ultimately, what RTC does is ensure that there's a favorable outcome for both the tenants and the landlords.
Financially, going to court is a huge burden for anyone. People who are on fixed incomes, especially, I can't imagine that they would be able to afford court. I'm not on a fixed income and I couldn't afford representation.
The Right to Counsel program is open to anybody who makes below 80% of the area median income. And so a lot more people than you'd think have access to this program. The most important thing is that tenants attend court and go to the early resolution program and meet with an attorney through the program, because that's how you get connected to resources and that's how your case gets evaluated of whether Right to Counsel is a good fit.
In Chicago, our RTC program is one of the most comprehensive programs that you will find across the country. We work with Cook County, we work with DOH delegate agencies, and ultimately we are serving those that need it the most. RTC ultimately promotes homelessness prevention, stability, and makes sure that people are not displaced from communities that they've called home for generations.
I think the best outcomes in the Right to Counsel program are the ones where the tenant is happiest. And for me, at the end of the day, that's the biggest thing. Is the person walking away feeling satisfied about the services they've received, about their experience with the court system, and do they feel like they're ready to move forward?
Any tenant facing eviction can go to our website under Renter Protections to find out if they're eligible for the program and be connected to the resources.
The Right to Counsel program was just invaluable.